This is Jack White with the Capital District Growth Team and the Monday morning message for February the 9th, 2009. This is our monthly session with Capital District Governor Tom Dance. Are you there, Thomas?
Yes, Jack. Good afternoon.
Hi. I understand that today you want to talk about some numbers that came out on the district website recently, and they're not too encouraging.
Well, that's true, Jack. I think originally we were going to talk about some tales from the road, but I might have to retitle this session Tales from the Crypt. We had some very bad news with our numbers in January. It was quite a surprise to me. January is traditionally a month where we actually start to rebound. In the past, when we had single billing cycles, we took most of our loss in the month of October. When we went to the 3 billing cycles, we saw that we took losses in September, December, and February that coincide with the roster purges, as we call them. So January is usually a month when we start to see some net gains in membership after suffering most of our losses in October.
To interrupt you for a moment, the reason that you saw hits in those months that you mentioned was that they were the month just before the billing cycle, and any club that had inactive members on there that hadn't paid their dues or whatever, they would get rid of them before they were billed for them. Is that the idea?
That's right, Jack. And that's typically what we saw. So by the end of December, we were sitting at a minus 86, which I actually considered to be very encouraging. Typically, we'd be closer to minus 200 at that point. So expecting to roll into January and start to see some net gains in the following months, was very optimistic that we could achieve a net gain this year.
Well, tell us what happened.
Tell us what happened. I wish I could tell you. I've really been
give us the numbers, and then we can speculate.
Okay. Well, the ugly number is that here in the Capital District, we had a net loss of over 140, which is more than the sum total of the first 3 months. So it wasn't even close. It came as a real surprise. I looked at the numbers for all of Kiwanis International, and it turns out that this is not unique to the Capital District. International for the year is down a little over 5,000 members, and over half of those losses occurred in the month of January. So
we were down 140, and if you go back to October 1, how many are we down for the year now?
We're now down over 220.
And we'd hope to be by now in the positive, or at least even.
That would certainly be the hope, and had we seen more traditional results, we would be just about even with the addition of the 2 new clubs. You tell me what you have in mind, what thoughts you've had as to why this may have happened. Well, I don't really have any great theories on why it happened, Jack, but I do note that a lot of people have blamed the economy. However, there is one district in North America that had a net gain this year, and that is the District of Michigan, which is one of the most economically hard-hit districts in the country. I also look here in the Capital District and note that we have 5 divisions that have a net growth and a 6th division that is even so far this year. So I know success is possible.
Could you tell us where those divisions, not necessarily by numbers, but where geographically those 5 gaining divisions are?
Let's see. Well, one of them is in the Northern Virginia area. One of them is around the Baltimore area. It's Division 12. Let's see. Division 22 here in Southern Maryland. Division 23 down in the Peninsula, Hampton Roads area. And then Division 13 as well on the Peninsula are all showing net gains, and Division 3 out in Southwest Virginia is even for the year. So, that's everywhere from urban to suburban to rural. We are seeing divisions that are sustaining or growing.
There's no pattern there.
No,
at least none that I'm able to detect.
I'm afraid the pattern is attitude, my friend.
And leadership.
Attitude and leadership, and those who want to make a difference are making a difference. I'd also point out that we have another 6 or 7 divisions that are showing negative for the year, but most of that is coming from one or possibly two clubs that have experienced a significant loss. So the divisions themselves are pretty solid, pretty sound. There's just one club in there that's driving.
Is that a club that is had its charter jerked, or just in a nose spin?
Well, in only one case is there a club that folded that's driving the numbers. In the other 5 or 6 divisions, there's just one club that has had double-digit losses for whatever reason.
Okay. Why do you discount the economy, and it seems to be affecting everything else in our life?
Well, several reasons, Jack. One, as I mentioned, the most economically depressed region in the North America, or most economically depressed district in North America, is showing a net gain. And as I look at the growing divisions here in Capital District, we certainly see that there's every flavor of economic condition there. Also know that during the Great Depression, where economic situation was far worse than it is today, Kiwanis grew. So this is really a time now more than ever. If anybody read the latest article in the Mini Builder and the E-Builder, now more than ever is when Kiwanians need to reach out and help those who are suffering economically.
And we can't help unless we have strong clubs and a lot of people to do the work, right?
That's right. We need more hands.
Now, you are the governor, which gives you the opportunity to start initiatives. It doesn't give you the power to make them happen. What initiatives or what do you intend to do other than talk about it on this interview?
Well, the things I've done thus far obviously preempted my normal topic to discuss this and get the word out. I also sent an email out to all the trustees and the lieutenant governors, directing the lieutenant governors to have telephone conferences with each of their club presidents to find out why growing clubs are succeeding, what they attribute that success to, and find out what obstacles the losing clubs are experiencing, or at least perceived to be experiencing. Have all the presidents discuss more than a toll-free phone call away at 1-800-KIWANIS.
All right, Tom, do you have any encouraging news for us at the end of the day?
Well, I will tell you that we have 6 divisions out there that are doing it right. We have 2 new clubs already built this year, already organized. We have several more that are in the organizational stages. So I think we are on track to meet our goal for new club building this year. We're ahead of schedule on building new SLP clubs, Service Leadership Program clubs. So the Kiwanis family is growing, and we just need to share our success stories with those clubs that are still struggling.
Well, I wish it had been different, but thank you so much for telling us what the situation is and what we need to do about it. That's our Monday morning message for February the 9th for the Capital District Growth Team, and our guest, Governor Tom Gans. This is Jack White, thanking you for listening.